Hi everybody, I'm Geddy.
I'm Kevin. Welcome to Wrestling Breakdown. This week we're going to be talking about, we're doing a best worst, and it's going to be the best and worst gimmick matches.
Yeah, it's probably going to be more like just a random talking about gimmick matches though, because it's just the product right now. I'm having a hard time even bringing myself to talk about it, so we're kind of spitballing here. We'll try to keep it as focused as possible.
We'll start out with the worst, and I'm gonna toss this one out there because I hate it.
Right, not that one.
No, it's the one where everybody stands around the outside.
The lumberjack match.
Lumberjack matches. I hate lumberjack matches. You know exactly what's gonna happen every time. Everyone's gonna get redemption on the heel, or the face, I guess.
Yeah, they're dumb. It's just a stupid way to get everybody out there, I guess. But like, yeah, you're right. It's like you'd think that with so many guys they do different things, but it's like the same stuff. Like a face gets thrown out, the heels punch him, or if a heel gets thrown out, the face is thrown back in.
Yes, and then like the face gets thrown out, and all the faces just kind of stand there and wait for him to get off.
Yeah.
Should be like a rule against that, like no bias. But apparently WWE doesn't care.
But you know what's actually really good? Lumberjill matches. Those are much better.
No, they aren't.
Hey. Geez. I vaguely remember very recently on one of WWE's 10,000 pay-per-views that, didn't Jim Ross fight somebody in like a one of those bull rope matches or something, some stupid thing, and, I think it was it had to have been Michael Cole, because remember how we spent, a year and a half on that feud, between Michael Cole and various other people who aren't wrestlers. I've never been too keen on that whole thing, like the bull rope match, like in general.
Yeah, me either.
They did it with Eddie Guerrero and JBL, right?
Yeah, and it's JTG and Shad too.
It's so stupid. It's like I'm not a big fan of really like gimmick matches in general. Like I know it's like a loose definition. Like Hell in a Cell is alright. But I just prefer when maybe like they use weapons a little bit and just, wrestle for the most part.
Well, it depends. Like at WrestleMania, I want to see like a hardcore match.
Yeah, it does. It depends.
It has a time and a place.
Yeah, and the bull rope match is just boring because the rules are so arbitrary. You have to touch all 4 turnbuckles or.
It's the most anticlimactic ending to any match I've ever seen.
Didn't they have a bull rope match once where Hulk Hogan pinned somebody and then touched the 4th turnbuckle?
Maybe.
Yeah, they definitely. I think it was on Botchamania one time.
Remember the time when in the Royal Rumble when Randy Savage tried to pin Yokozuna?
Chris Jericho tried to pin Sheamus at this year's Royal Rumble.
Oh yeah, that's right. Why?
I don't know.
Is he rusty?
Hey, whoa! We're not allowed. This is going on the internet. We're not allowed to talk shit about Chris Jericho. Let's just nip that in the bud right now.
He's good.
What was I gonna say? Oh, I just think it's a stupid, and they've done I just don't like matches where the 2 guys are tied together. Like Brock Lesnar and Undertaker did the chain, the
biker chain match.
Yeah, it's just.
Especially when it's 2 guys like Undertaker and Brock Lesnar.
Yeah,
do anything they want to do.
And Eddie Guerrero and JBL for that matter. 2 guys who can actually, play off of each other and do well in a match, and then you tie them together with a rope, and it's just stupid.
But Eddie Guerrero really fell out after that. He just lost it, and he just floundered for a year.
Yeah.
And then he unfortunately died.
But yeah.
Kennel from Hell match, that's pretty bad.
Wasn't that the one where they couldn't get the dogs to respond, so the dogs were just sniffing around the ring?
Well, they were trained feral dogs, according to Kevin Kelly. They're trained feral dogs.
Simultaneously both domesticated and not domesticated.
They were trained to be non-domesticated.
Yeah.
But yeah, they kind of just sniffed around and they shit everywhere, and it wasn't working.
Who was even fighting in that?
Big Boss Man and Mick Foley, I'm pretty sure.
Has Big Boss Man? I mean,
the
guy rest in peace, and I know but he's very revered by like smart wrestling fans, and I can't imagine why. Didn't he do a storyline one time where they cut the lights and then came back and he was hanging from a rope in the ring?
Yeah, and Undertaker hung him at WrestleMania. Hanged him at WrestleMania.
Yeah, like that's another thing I don't like. Why is the like verb version of hang? Why is it hanged and not hung?
It should be hung.
It should be hung.
I hate hanged.
It's just
unless it's like he should be hanged in the gallows. That sounds right.
I guess.
As a finish.
I just feel like it's hung is easier to write. It's shorter. But yeah, I don't get. I mean, the gimmick. I mean, he was an imposing dude. But I mean, it's a stupid gimmick for a wrestler.
What about the storyline where Big Show's Big Show's dad was there at his funeral and Big Boss Man comes and beats the shit out of Big Show?
We should just talk about why Big Boss Man shouldn't be as
revered,
well remembered as he is on the internet.
I thought he was. I used to think he was cool.
That whole thing with Big Show's dad, it's been like shown to death so many times that it's not even funny anymore.
Who's that even building up? The guy's passed away.
Building up Big Show's sobbing mother.
Oh god. I did like the feud with Big Boss Man and the Mountie. It wasn't nearly as personal.
The Mountie.
What else? There's a lot of the Punjabi prison match. What the fuck was that?
Wasn't that the one where Great Khali got hurt? So it was Big Show versus Batista.
They literally had no meaning.
That's perfect.
And it's like, are you kidding me? Like, why are there so many fucking cages?
Batista, when you look back on it, he was a pretty shitty top face.
And then JBL always talked like the match was really real before the WWE invented it. I'm almost positive it's not.
Because I'm sure everybody, if you're a smart fan, you know that in India, the Great Khali is fucking John Cena. Like, that guy is God over there. And, during their feud, if you really paid close attention, Khali never really did anything wrong. Batista kind of just came out and gave him shit every week. Because in India, Batista was the bad guy. So a lot of his behavior makes a little bit more sense when you realize that, hey, he never really was a top face, unless you're in America or Canada, I guess. But yeah,
I remember JPL would be like, oh, I've been to India. I've seen these matches. They are not for the weak of heart. It's like, that match isn't real.
Remember that one time they had the JBL throwing people back over the U.S.-Mexico border?
I think, looking back, JBL was entertaining.
JBL was awesome.
He was offensive, though. He was very offensive.
I think he was the least intimidating world champion ever. I don't think did he ever win a match clean, or did he always just like
got a cabinet to win for him?
Or like somebody, like that time he crawled out from under the ring when he was feuding with Big Show.
He disgusted me. Not disgusted me like, oh, his actions are sickening. He was just
he wasn't in shape.
He was a disgusting looking human being.
I miss him. I was thinking about that when they were re-showing footage of the APA beating the shit out of Heath Slater.
I love the loose jeans he was wearing. That was a fun segment. I like that segment.
In comparison to the rest of the 1000th Row. But, I guess, there have been a lot of bad gimmick matches.
I want to name more now.
3 Stages of Hell, it sounds good in theory.
I like that. It's like, it only works.
But I feel like it has the potential to go so bad because, like, that's so much stuff to try and pack into, like...
You have to put it on good workers, which is why, like, Triple H and Shawn Michaels had them.
Another dumb thing is that WWE has, like, different classifications for stuff that is ultimately, like, the same match. So they have a no DQ match, they have a no holds barred match, they have hardcore, falls count anywhere, street fight, and it's, like, all kind of the same thing, only like with some of them you can pin outside the ring.
No DQ and no holds bar, I'm pretty sure the same one. They're still countouts.
Yeah, it's stupid. They should just kind of, and I feel like with a no DQ match, it should just be implied that there are no countouts, or like, and they should just have pinfalls outside the ring. It's dumb to, delineate when there's really not that much difference. The only difference is, like, if it's a street fight, you damn well know they're going to be using a kendo stick.
I love kendo sticks.
That's like the one separating factor between like street fight and any other kind of no disqualification match.
I love kendo sticks.
What are really good? Are there even any good gimmick matches? I mean, like,
Oh
what
yeah,
do you consider
Elimination Chamber.
Okay, well, I'm not sure. I wasn't sure if we were considering that like a gimmick.
It is.
Okay, well, yeah, that's usually good. It's harder to talk about the good ones because
Messing with the set here.
it's not as funny.
It's not, but we'll have to name them because it's the best and worst. Good gimmick matches.
I like 2 out of 3 falls. That's kind of good. Like,
I
cause
don't like it.
yeah, but I mean, like, they're kind of predictable. But like, I'd rather see a 2 out of 3 falls match than like a submissions only match.
Ladder match.
Well, obviously, like that's it.
Love ladder matches. Ooh, I have a bad one and I have to name it. Item on a pole match. Who?
That action figure like
won.
on a pole match was great. That was
like,
the stuff of legend.
I still like the one that was Chris Jericho versus somebody, the Nightstick on a pole match.
It's probably William Regal.
I think it was Big Boss Man. Nightstick on a pole.
Probably if it was a nice thing.
I'm
Either Big Boss Man or Doink.
And it fell off, and just as soon as it fell off, they would go and grab it, and it would slip out of their hands like butter, or like soap in a prison shower. But best again, there's a lot of good ones out there.
But it's harder to remember.
It's hard for some to be gimmicks because they happen so often that it's like almost
like a Hell in a Cell match. Is that even like
it's
a
a
gimmick
gimmick
anymore?
I love Hell in a Cell.
They had like a whole pay-per-view like devoted to it.
I don't like how thick the Hell in a Cell is now. Like it's just they make a new one every time. And it's hard.
I don't like steel cage matches.
Really? No, I don't either.
Because it's like a Hell in a Cell. But
you can't leave
more convoluted.
That and they put a cage on and they're like no one can get in, and everybody can get in.
And the rules are so stupid. It's like it would be fine if it was just okay. You have to escape to win, but instead they're like you can pin and make somebody submit to.
It's like it only blocks people on the outside. Like they could easily just be like no interference.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like.
I hate when they do that. Like they're like no interference. I guess that could be a gimmick match too. Not really. It's a stipulation.
Yeah.
No interference or like unless and they don't give like what would happen if you interfere. They're like it's no interference. Just don't do it. Just don't do it.
You'll be suspended for 3 weeks or something stupid like that. I don't. What do you feel about handicap matches?
I hate them.
Like they're so predictable. Like it's either gonna be like a straight beatdown, or the face who's getting handicapped, because it's always the face, or the face is just going to rise up and win.
Yeah.
There's no drama to it at all.
Triple threat matches, I kind of like them.
I think they're... it depends if they follow the rule of no disqualifications or not.
Yeah. But I don't like when they're like, it's a triple threat match and they just get fucking weapons all over the ring.
I'm not a... You know what I hate? Playing Fatal 4-Way matches in the WWE video games. Because it's so fucking hard to pin somebody when you got 2 other guys running around. And they break up your pinfall automatically.
I always go for the pin when they're like
you have to
doing like a submission hold.
You have to drag your guy up to the top of the ramp and then hit your finisher 70 times and then pin him.
And even then, you might not get it.
Yeah.
Remember in the old games when the ref had to fucking run up to where you were to count?
In Day of Reckoning, the referee would stunner you if you hit him too many times. He had Stone Cold Steve Austin's finisher for some reason.
Like, you'd, like, pin him on the ramp, and the ref would be in the ring still. It's like, why are you up there? And he'd, like, get out of the ring and run up.
And the movements were so robotic in those original games. You could only run in one direction. You'd have to let go of the button, reposition your guy, and then hit it again. It's like playing chess.
That how hard it was to beat up any woman wrestler.
Oh my god, I'm playing as Albert and fighting Victoria, and she kicked my ass. She beat me, and she won with like a snap suplex, and it also wasn't Victoria, it was Ivory, which is even worse. Because do you even remember Ivory?
Hey, she was a good host for Sunday Night Heat. And then I was Brock Lesnar, and I almost lost to Stephanie McMahon, but 6 F5s just put her out.
Yeah. Also, the controls on SmackDown Shut Your Mouth, which is what we were playing, were really confusing. You had to, like... I kept trying to pin her, and it wouldn't let me pin her, so I Baldo bombed her like 3 times. We really got off track here. Yeah, so...
We'll do best and worst wrestling video games next time.
Yeah, we should have just talked about that.
We should do that real quick?
We should just record that, too. Okay, so...
2 episodes today?
I think we're wrapping up...
our first episode.
Best and worst gimmick matches, although it was kind of more just like, let's talk about...
I have a... damn it. Oh, I have a best and I forgot it. No, I'm gonna name it now. Because I feel like we have to end on topic.
Oh, wait, you know what's a good gimmick match? While you think. I really like the Survivor Series Elimination Tag Team matches.
I hate that match. I hate it. I don't like it. It's so boring to me.
I really liked, from this year's Survivor Series, when Cody Rhodes and Wade Barrett and their team fought Randy Orton's team. I thought that was really good, and since Wade Barrett won, like, it wasn't completely pointless.
Oh, damn it. I had it, too. Last Man Standing. I kind of like them, but I don't. I saw one. It's like, I saw that Shawn Michaels was Triple H. Royal Rumble 2004. So I was there, live, in person.
He never shuts up about this.
Nah. You've never been to a pay-per-view.
I know.
You can suck my penis.
After the camera stops, maybe. So, yeah, I think that's gonna be it.
Look at the ring on my hand.
Yeah, from when you smacked the... I wondered what the hell you were doing.
I thought I was gonna smash, but...
I'm just really glad soda didn't fly everywhere.
Well, it was empty. That's the only reason.
Well, I mean, but usually, like, you can try to drink the last 2 drops, but you leave, like, that little ring.
I always get in trouble for that.
Alright. I think we're gonna end this episode right now. Best and worst gimmick matches.
WrestlingRegime.com!
Although this, that's right, I forgot to mention at the beginning, obviously this is the official videocast of WrestlingRegime.com, if you did not glean that from the title and yada yada. So we talked about best and worst gimmick matches, kind of got off topic a little bit, multiple times. Stay tuned for the next episode where we will talk about wrestling video games, because obviously that's what we should have talked about to begin with. It's a much more entertaining topic.
Look out. 2 episodes today, IWC.
So, yeah, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out the articles by me and now by Kevin, who also has articles on...
I have articles.
QuickWrestlingNews.com. And that's going to be it.
Best again. Alright, well,
I'm going to cut that out, don't worry.